guys, it's Rachel. It is Thursday, so it is Thankful Thursday. Again, I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. I was in the south of France, in Nice, so I wasn't able to get a video done as I wasn't back until late on Friday night, like really late. I missed the tube, I missed my train and everything because the flight was delayed. So it was a tad of a nightmare. This week I wanted to suggest to the other girls that we try and take a week. Well, actually we're going to take it over 4 weeks, but to have an idea around, identify the topic, the rota around a Body Revolution 2013, which is something that Lady Gaga and the Born This Way Foundation are putting together. It must have been, I'm not sure how many weeks ago, a few weeks ago, that she launched the idea. And what basically happened was, on her site Little Monsters, she posted some pictures of herself in her underwear. It wasn't a provocative shoot, it wasn't anything sexualized, it was just bog standard pictures of her in underwear without any makeup on, and the message given out for that was about trying to triumph over insecurities and the insecurities she has over her body. She also disclosed that she had battled with an eating disorder from the age of 15. She is 26 now. And there was a huge backlash when she began the Born This Way ball tour because of her apparent weight gain, and she has gained weight, and I don't mean that in a critical way, but the papers went absolutely crazy, the magazines went crazy, and it was all because she'd gained weight. And what I will be honest with you about now is that whilst I was abroad, I do speak some French. I had conversations with a variety of different people, people in the hostel, people on the bus, people who I was supposed to board the plane with, and all the rest of it. All who, when they'd found out with, when they sort of said, why are you over here kind of thing, about seeing Lady Gaga, the response was, oh, she's gone really fat. And I turned around and quite bravely, I think, considering I used to have an eating disorder, and said, do you think I'm fat? And I know that I'm not fat, and I guess that was why I felt able to say what I said, and I feel very comfortable in myself, and I said, do you think I'm fat? And the response was, well, no. And I said, well, Lady Gaga's not a dissimilar size to me, and you don't think I'm fat, so you actually need to tell other people that she's not fat, because that's not a message that is okay. That is an insecurity she has from having an eating disorder. And whilst the papers also criticised her for putting those pictures up and for indoctrinating very vulnerable people, what she actually inspired was a huge number of people to post a picture of themselves. Now, my picture, you might well have seen it actually, and I've got it in the other room, and it's a picture of just this area, okay, and my arms are here so you can see where my scars have healed, and it says start a revolution and stop hating your body. The picture is completely unedited. There is nothing on it that has been taken off, that has been cut off, that has been changed, that has been made to look better. It simply is what it is. And I uploaded that picture because it needed to be uploaded. It isn't really something I'm particularly insecure about. I'm I've learned to become quite secure in my body. But it continued to inspire other people. And maybe it was the words, maybe it was seeing scars that had healed, maybe it was the exposure of my stomach, and people expose things that they were insecure about. And those things included self-harm scars, they included stretch marks, they included people who had perhaps, I don't like the word disability, who had maybe lost a leg, who were maybe born without certain limbs. They were people who were conscious and insecure about their skin. There were people who were insecure about how they looked because they were going through chemotherapy. There were people who were insecure about the size of their body and for a long time had hid their body, and then were able to say, this is me, this is what I look like, you know, in a pair of knickers and bra, this is what I look like in a vest and pants, because it was something they weren't used to exposing. And what I have realised, and you know, with Lady Gaga of recent, is that I met her when I was in Nice, that she was wearing shorts, denim shorts and a bra. And I think that is a really brave and daring thing to do. And that has nothing to do with me not thinking she looked good. She looked absolutely amazing. There's no doubt about it. But I hope that it was something that she wore because she was trying to fight those insecurities. And that's what this video is about, really. Your insecurities don't have to just be connected to your eating disorder, okay? This series of videos is more focused on not just body image, but body image as a whole, our insecurities as a whole. You might be insecure, like within body dysmorphic disorder, of a part of your nose. You might be insecure about something I'm insecure about. You can't even see on the webcam, so it's a waste of time. I have a lump on my lip, and it's just something that has bugged me since I was 14. And other people say they can barely see it, and I have to believe them and trust them. But you will notice that when I smile like that instead of like that. That wasn't even a real smile, was it? But I always keep my mouth closed because it's something that I find very, very difficult. It may seem like a stupid thing to you, and this is the thing with insecurities that we might have, that to you it might be this massive thing, but to others it's barely noticeable. And that's the idea around exposing those insecurities, and that's the idea around being able to let yourself show others what you feel insecure about. A big one is things surrounding the body and people being ashamed of, I don't know, maybe they feel that their chest is too big, their boobs are too big, maybe they feel that the stretch marks across their hips are too ugly to show. I will say to you now that I have major stretch marks across here, all the way. I'm not going to show you them because they won't show up, but all the way around here, all the way here, okay? You're not even going to be able to see them on the camera, maybe you can, all around here, okay? I also have them all the way down here, down my boobs, okay, all the way around here. So what you've got to think about is that when you're thinking about your insecurities, you've got to think, well, how many other people out there have insecurities? I may be insecure about my lips, okay, and something on my lip. I might be insecure about the fact I have stretch marks. Ironically, I'm not insecure about my arms, which is kind of a contradiction in terms, given that I'm insecure about my stretch marks. I'm insecure about the bend on my left arm. There are so many things that we all have insecurities about. So when you're looking at somebody or you see something that you identify as perfect or how you would like to be, you have to remember that each of those people have insecurities. And I think, well, what was incredibly brave of Lady Gaga and her best friend Tara did it, who has lupus, is they showed their bodies. They showed their bodies and explained what was insecure to them. And you know as well as I do that if someone has an eating disorder or in recovery from an eating disorder such as Lady Gaga, it's bloody hard to show your body, and you know that. I know how hard that's been. I know how hard it was to begin to wear things, and to face that fear, really. And I want you to think about those things, and I want you to know that nobody is perfect, and absolutely everybody may have insecurities, and whilst that person may not show, you visibly might not be able to see them, in here they have them, and no one is perfect. Not one body is perfect. We are all different, and that's the thing I want this video to help you do. I want you to identify your insecurities, and I want you in baby steps, okay? Baby steps to start exposing them, okay? Well, it's not really a baby step. Expose them for yourself. If you're not on littlemonsters.com, it might be worth going onto there, because it's a community of acceptance, a community where people compliment you, where people salute your supposed flaws. They don't even notice your flaws. I don't even like that word. And to go onto the, when you're on littlemonsters.com, to go onto a Body Revolution 2013, and that has a number of different posts on it. You will find the posts all over the place. If you go onto Facebook, you can just put in a Body Revolution 2013, and there is the official page. I think it has about 307 followers at the moment, because there are a number of them knocking around, and that has people who've posted things. Your way of triumphing over your insecurities may be to get a load of post-it notes and to write positive affirmations, stick them on your walls, stick them on the walls when you go out. I filled the tube when I was down in London with millions of them. I filled the walls, I stuck them on the actual trains themselves, I stick them going up the escalators, they've been put in toilets. People have been doing that, and I want you to get involved in that, and I want you to help people, I want you to help yourself, and I want people to understand that there is no such thing as perfect. No one body is perfect. We are all of the same, okay? Whether we have a disability, again, I don't like that word, whether we have parts to our body that by society aren't deemed okay, that we're indoctrinated with, we're all of the same. We're all of the same, and our differences are what makes us unique, but what makes us unique makes us the same. Okay, so I want you to hold on to that message and to carry that message with you, okay? And I really hope that this video can give you some of that security to triumph over your insecurities. Alright guys, what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to put a link to Karen Rothstein, who did a video called Fat that Lady Gaga actually tweeted about. She's an amazing woman. You'll know her from making videos with me way back, like in 2009 I think it was, on a Thursday, so you need to check it out because it's absolutely bloody brilliant. And I want you all to take care, and I want you to all think about your insecurities and think about what you can try and embrace and how you can challenge at least one of them. Alright guys, see you next week. Bye.